When you're out riding, your hands are doing a lot more than just holding the handlebars. They're exposed to wind, sun, rain, and, in a worst-case scenario, the pavement. That's why a solid pair of gloves isn't only about comfort, it's about protection. So, in this video, I'm going over the 6 motorcycle gloves that offer a great mix of safety, airflow, and all-day wearability. Whether you ride daily or just on weekends, these picks are worth checking out. You'll find links to the best prices for all the motorcycle gloves mentioned in this video in the description and top comment. Also, these motorcycle gloves aren't ranked in any specific order, so be sure to watch until the end to find the one that best fits your needs. Number 6 is the Borlini motorcycle gloves. This is the most budget-friendly option on our list. Now, if you need a pair of solid, all-around riding gloves that don't feel expensive, these are worth checking out. These gloves are touchscreen enabled, built into the fingertips, so if you need to check your GPS or change the music, you don't have to pull them off mid-ride. For protection, there's a hard shell across the knuckles. It's not just for show. It's designed to absorb impact in case things go south. And even though they've that rugged feel, they're still breathable. The mesh fabric and built-in air vents help keep your hands from turning into sweaty messes, even if you're riding in the heat. The grip is decent too. There's a suede patch between the thumb and index finger that helps you hang onto your handlebars more confidently, especially if you're on rougher terrain or riding longer distances. These gloves aren't just for motorcycles. You can use them for ATVs, biking, hiking, or even climbing. This is what Cher wrote about these gloves. These gloves fit snug and comfortable. I really like them. Color options are good, and if you can't find any, just go black. For the money, it's actually decent gloves. I just stared riding motorcycle sport bike. Protection where it's needed. Price-wise, these gloves sit under $30, and even less if you click the link in the description, as always. Overall, if you're looking for a glove that covers the basics, comfort, grip, breathability, and protection without digging deep into your wallet, the Borlini gloves check a lot of boxes. Number 5 is the KLM Inversion Pro gloves. These are the best lightweight adventure gloves on our list. If you've ever ridden in weird in-between weather, like not freezing, but not warm either, these hit that sweet spot. They're not waterproof, just to be clear, but they are fully windproof. So if you're cruising through open roads or mountain trails and want your hands shielded from that cold bite, these do the job. They're built with Gore windstopper fabric, which blocks wind without making your hands feel like they're wrapped in plastic. These gloves are breathable, lightweight, and built for all kinds of outdoor action. And I love that the comfort level's on point. Klim redesigned these with fewer seams in the palm, so the grip feels smoother. You're not fighting through bulky fabric to hold your handlebars. You'll also have goat leather overlays on the palm, fingers, and knuckles. So they're not only comfy, they're durable too. There's Poron SR foam padding up top for extra impact protection, especially around the knuckles and fingers. That's useful if you're whipping through trees or rocky trails. Not only this, these gloves even have some reflective touches on the back for visibility and a small neoprene wrist area for added comfort. And the pull tab is also included, so they're easy to slide on. Overall, if you need something windproof, breathable, and tough without feeling bulky, the Inversion Pros are a great pick. Number 4 is the Alpinestars WR3 Gore-Tex. These are the best waterproof touring gloves on our list. If you ride in cold, wet weather, especially long distances, these are the gloves built for that. The WR3s are fully waterproof, thanks to their Gore-Tex membrane, but they're also breathable, which helps keep your hands from getting clammy on longer rides. They're designed as a true winter glove, warm but not bulky. You get 133 grams of Primaloft gold insulation inside, which keeps your fingers from going numb when the temps drop. The rolled fingertip design also helps seal in warmth right where you need it. Protection-wise, these gloves have a full leather palm, synthetic suede reinforcement on the sides, and a tough knuckle guard that's covered for a cleaner look. There's foam padding throughout the fingers, and even a little bridge between the third and fourth fingers to reduce injury risk in a slide. The palm gives good grip, and the stretch zones around the fingers make them easier to move in than most insulated gloves. There's also a built-in visor wipe on the left thumb, which is handy when your helmet shield gets messy mid-ride. Now, the fit tends to run a bit small because of the Euro sizing and insulation layers, so I'd recommend checking the size chart. Overall, if you're riding through winter or rain, the WR3s are the reliable touring gloves to trust. And if you want to know the latest prices for the motorcycle gloves discussed in this video, be sure to click the links below. And if you're having a good time watching this video, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Number 3 is the Kemimoto Tactical Gloves. These are the best tactical style gloves for street riders on our list. These gloves have a knuckle shell that feels tough, not only for show. If you ever hit the pavement, your hands aren't taking the full hit. The grip's solid too. The palm area is double layered with synthetic leather and anti-slip mesh, so your hands don't slide around even if you're sweaty or holding on tight during longer rides. And the whole glove is stitched tough with double seams, so they don't fall apart on you after a few months. Plus, they have ventilation at the knuckles to keep things breathable. So if you're riding in the heat or using them for other stuff like hiking or range days, your hands won't feel gross halfway through. They also let you use your phone with the gloves on, which is helpful if you're checking GPS or changing tracks. Thumb, index, and middle finger all work with touch screens. Austin reviews it as, "Gotta say, I'm super impressed by these." Normally, you see corners cut on products at this price range, but these are a cut above, if anything. The fit adjustment is spectacular, and the overall feel is sublime. The knuckle plate is robust, and the touchscreen fingertips work as well as, or better than any I've had before. So far, they've held up a fair bit of lever gun shooting with zero signs of any kind of wear anywhere. These are fantastic value, and I wholeheartedly encourage them over the other brands available, having tried several. They're not waterproof though, so keep that in mind if you're riding in the rain. The price is around $30, but if you use my link, you may get a better deal. Overall, for the price and build, they're a no-brainer if you want street-ready gloves that look and feel more tactical. Number 2 is the Iron JIA'S motorcycle gloves JIA-04. These are the best value street gloves on our list. If you're looking for something that feels great, doesn't cost a fortune, and covers the basics well, these gloves are hard to beat. These gloves have built-in knuckle protection that's firm but doesn't feel stiff when you're gripping the bars. You also get palm padding, which adds some cushion in case you take a spill, or even just to reduce fatigue on longer rides. They're also warmer than they look, not crazy insulated, but enough to keep your hands from freezing when that wind kicks in, and they do a decent job blocking wind too, which helps a lot during fall or early spring rides. Plus, there's a strap at the wrist if you want to tighten them up, but the fit is already pretty snug right out of the box, so there's no need to crank it down unless you're picky about that. What I didn't expect, though, was the little squeegee built into the pointer finger. It sounds random, but it comes in handy for clearing off your helmet visor when bugs or dust hit mid-ride. Another thing I liked is that there's a clip to keep the gloves together so you're not digging around your bag trying to find the other one. Number 1 is the Knox Handroid Pod. These are the most premium sports gloves on our list. The Handroid Pod is like armor for your hands, short cuff, sleek, and packed with features that make sense. It uses a BOA dial system at the wrist, so instead of messing with straps or Velcro, you can twist it to tighten. It clicks in, locks down, and feels secure. Protection-wise, it's loaded. You'll have exoskeleton-style spine running across the fingers, big knuckle armor that's padded underneath so you don't feel pressure, and a scaphoid protection system in the palm that helps your hand slide instead of catching during a fall. That part's backed by micro-lock armor, so it's soft to the touch but hardens on impact. The materials used in this glove are high-end drum-dyed leather on the back and ethically sourced kangaroo leather on the palm. That stuff's light, strong, and gives a nice grip at the bars. You also get touchscreen capability on the index finger and thumb, which is useful if you're checking your GPS at a stop. And that's all for today's lineup. I hope this list helped you decide on the perfect pair of motorcycle gloves. And if you found this video valuable, we would love it if you hit the subscribe button. If you found the one you like, don't forget to check the description for links to each glove. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.